Hello everybody and welcome back to the Retro Union Collectors channel today. And today we are taking yet another look at the Velocitron Speedia 500 collection. And today we are looking at the Cybertron Universe Override. So we can get the figure out of here, and first we can take a look at this box. So like always, you got Velocitron Speedia 500 collection up here, Transformers logo there, got that nice Autobot symbol, Cybertron Universe Override. In Japan, I believe this figure is known as, or not this figure, but this character is known as Nitro Convoy. Very, very cool. Definitely a cool looking figure. It's definitely got its own unique design. Doesn't fit in incredibly well with all the other figures on my shelf, but it's very unique. It's very cool looking. So I'll keep it. So looking at this figure here in robot mode, she definitely has some very unique elements to her. Like, you don't really get much of this like gold trimming and stuff on many other characters. And I've never seen Cybertron, 100% honest, so I don't know if all the characters look like this or if this character is just kind of standout-ish amongst them. But I have seen pictures of the toy, and this thing looks literally like identical, just upgraded. Very, very cool looking. I definitely think this is a unique art style. It doesn't fit in super well, like I said, with the other stuff on my shelf, but it's definitely got its own thing going on, and I'm here for it. I like it. I would like to see more of this, like other continuities in such a way where they fit in on the shelf, if that makes sense. I like that. Very, very cool figure here. She does come with one accessory, and that is on her back right here. You can take this whole section off here, which seems like a lot of her back, but you can take this section off here and you can fold these little gun barrels out, and she can hold that. And I do not have any experience with Cybertron toys, like actual Cybertron toys, but she does have a Cyberplanet key peg right there, I believe. I believe that's what that's for, but I cannot confirm or deny that. That's just, I believe that's what that is. But pretty cool looking gun here. I know it's a bit lackluster compared to the actual Cybertron toy. Like I said, I've never actually handled the figure, but I've seen pictures of it, and this is a bit lacking compared to that. But we can put that right back there. And for articulation, her head is on a ball joint, but mine is pretty stiff trying to go this way, and I've heard that if you spin it past this point here, you can actually scratch the paint off on the chin. So I'm not going to do it. It theoretically can do it, but you might damage the paint, so I wouldn't. But the arms can do 360 just fine, as well as come out about straight 90, bicep rotation, and straight 90 degrees on the elbow, and wrist articulation. Waist articulation, but it cannot go all the way around. The legs can kick out about to here. You can kind of bend the knee to get this panel out of the way and get a little bit more range out of it, but it can kick back that far, as well as come out pretty far, a little past 90. It's pretty good on the legs, as well as pretty good knee articulation, ankle, very kind of limited ankle rocker joints, and then some toe movement here. But that is about it for articulation. We can get some comparisons here. So before this figure came out, a lot of people thought it was going to be a retool of the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. And as you can see here, they actually share like almost absolutely nothing in common. This is a complete new mold from the ground up. They might share like very subtle like transformation cues, but nothing. It's not a retool. It is its own mold entirely. But very, very cool looking. Definitely like how this thing looks. It's unique. But we can get him out of here, and we can go ahead and get Override transformed into her vehicle mode. Check that out. Transformation guide will be down in the description as well as right up here, and we will come back. So here we have Override in vehicle mode. And like I said, I've never seen Cybertron, so I've seen pictures of the toy, though, and this thing looks almost identical to it. It's got slightly more, like, modernized-looking wheels, though. The old toy had, like, big old wheels and stuff. Looked like an early 2000s toy, you know what I mean? But this thing, I mean, like I've said numerous times, it's definitely unique. And I believe within the lore, so within the lore, this character is a Velocitronian, not a Cybertronian. And also within the lore, this character in America is known as Override, and it's a female. But in Japan, it's known as Nitro Convoy, and it's a male. And I'm not going to lie, the robot mode almost looks more male to me, but whatever. Box says Override, so we'll go with that. But pretty cool looking figure, that's for sure. It can roll fairly well. It also makes a loud noise when it rolls. But pretty cool looking. For another quick comparison, here we once again have the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. And again, these are definitely not the same mold. They definitely are completely different molds from the ground up. But they still look pretty cool. They both give me that, like, futuristic kind of vibe. This one definitely more so than this one. But this one's also from the early 2000s. This one's from the 80s. So totally different, kind of going for different things, you know what I mean? But very, very cool. Get Hot Rod out of here, and we can get Override transformed back into a robot mode, and we can get this video finished up. Once again, transformation guides down in the description, as well as right up here. Alright, so to finish this video up, this is definitely a unique figure on the shelf. There aren't too many Cybertron figures out right now, so it definitely stands out. But it's really cool, I like it, and if you like Cybertron, I would definitely recommend it for you. If you enjoyed that review, let me know with a like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good night.